We need to get things going, ladies and gentlemen. We need to start getting active in this transfer window. Obviously, I know we signed Munoz, but we'll speak about the incomings and the outgoings and all that type of stuff in a bit. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another pre-recorded video on my club, Liverpool Football Club. Big up to every single one of you guys. Please make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing, share this video everywhere as well. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, OK Jersey. Use code MHF for 8% off. That's where I got this shirt from, and all the Liverpool stuff that I wear on stream, and all the international stuff that I wear on stream. You get me? So instead of you paying £200 for the new Liverpool shirt, you can now get it for £15. So and watch out for bigger discount codes and stuff to come. Anyway, let's talk about Liverpool Football Club. Guys, with us, there's so much that I want to say, but like I don't want to go over the top. I don't want to be over the top negative, because I feel like we've already went through a roller coaster season. We've already went through a season where it was just like so horrendous. The 9 losses and 12. The fact that we thought we would win the league or the Champions League. Infamously, I said a major trophy and a minor trophy, and we ended up like winning nothing, and it ended up being dreadful. We made Champions League towards the end. Arne Slot obviously was sacked. We brought in Iraola. Liverpool are the football club, and I'm saying this as a Liverpool fan, but like I'm looking at it from the Premier League perspective, if you would like, and we're the club like that can either go like absolutely unbelievably good or absolutely unbelievably crap. Like I feel like our season is almost like such a big question mark due to the transfers and Iraola, and Iraola having to adapt to 2 games a week. Iraola is the manager I wanted. People who watch me will tell you, like, Iraola is the manager, sorry, that I wanted. I wanted Iraola. I was asked on streams, who would you take? I said Iraola. I was asked, would I take Iraola? And I said yes. So Iraola is the manager that I wanted. I wanted Iraola at the football club. I really like Iraola. I like his philosophy. I like his attacking football. He can play possession football as well. We've seen them. They've come up against Man City, against Arsenal, and played them off the park with Iraola in charge, so he plays that, beautiful brand of football, if you would like, but he needs the players to be able to execute said brand of football. I'm going to show you guys the state of the Liverpool squad in a bit, but I just want to say, like, from our perspective as Liverpool fans, like, I want to know what my expectations should be headed into next season. And I don't know that yet without looking at the players that we will sign. Like, are we going through a rebuild? Are we going through another transition? Or are we going to challenge for the league and, attempt to win the league, attempt to win the Champions League? I have no clue. I have no idea, because as things stand, we're kind of like in that vague, mysterious element. And, I'll show you guys something just quickly. And this is something I've done on stream like multiple times before. But for the ones that are watching me for the first time, don't forget to check out our live content as well. Let me just share to you guys. This was the Liverpool squad last season. So the thing that I'm going to show you on the squad right on this on display right now, this was Liverpool's squad last season. This was our team. This was our squad. Now, here's the issue that I have with this current visual that I'm showing you right here. Konate left the club. Robertson left the club. Salah left the club. Okay, so these 3 have already left. Now, Gakpo linked to a move away. McAllister linked to a move away. Curtis Jones linked to a move away. Endo will almost certainly leave the football club. Bradley sidelined with a big injury. Ekitike sidelined with a big injury. Federico Chiesa most likely will leave Liverpool Football Club. Jacquet, we've signed, to be fair, so this becomes the team. We have absolutely gaping holes in this team, gaping holes in the squad. Now, assuming, and this is exactly why, for the ones that watch my recent live streams, this is exactly why I want Gakpo and McAllister and Jones to stay, because I just think we have so much to fix. I think we need a starting left winger, which we will speak about Barcola and etc. in a bit. I think we need a starting right winger, possibly, which we will speak about, that position as well in a bit. I think we need a backup midfielder. I think we need a right back. I think we could probably say you need a center back as well, because Virgil van Dijk is 35 and he can't play every single minute of every single game. So this is the state of the Liverpool squad. Is it as bad as people make out? No, it's not as bad as people make out. It's not like a dreadful squad. It's not like a squad that's just horrible. It's a good team. It's a good squad. It's a good starting 11. However, we need depth and we need starters as well. This is the key thing for me, because yes, this team up to here is okay. Like you see, up to Verts, Allison, Jacke, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Frimpong, Soboslai, Gravenberg. Fair enough with Isak. The problem is Isak is injury prone. So can we rely on his fitness? Only time will tell. But we need a right winger and we need a left winger. And this brings me to kind of the other topic, which is the other topic that I want to speak about, which is, kind of our transfers. You know, with us, I feel like as a fan base, we're used to that luxury lifestyle based on last season. It's like Verts chooses us and Isak chooses us. And, with all the competition, Bayern Munich, Man City, Arsenal, blah, 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 all the people that wanted different players and they end up choosing Liverpool Football Club. I feel like Arsenal are in our position from last summer because they were the stable club. We were the stable club. Now they are the stable club. And we have ourselves in a position where we have to sign a certain level of player or we are in trouble. Now, you speak to people and they're like, I wouldn't take Bradley Barcola. I wouldn't take Diomande. These are big risks. It's a huge risk to spend all that money on Diomande. It's a huge risk to spend all that money on Barcola. Baby, Spurs just bought Mateus Fernandes for 85 million. 85 million they spent on that guy. With all due respect, if we watch Liga, we can sign 10 Mateus Fernandes, no problem, for 10 million. Manchester City just signed Elliot Anderson for 116 million. This is the market. What are we supposed to do? And when you ask people like, okay, so you don't want Barcola, who would you prefer? Who would you like? They always give you some rubbish answer like, oh, just bring through Rio. Okay, but Rio is not going to play left wing the whole season. Like, we need a starter level, We need someone who's experienced. We need someone who's qualified to go 38 Premier League games. Rio Gomoa is a fantastic talent. He's a fantastic player. I like Rio Gomoa. I'm pro Rio Gomoa. But I think Rio Gomoa can't be overused like a bar of soap, and just play him every single game. For me, Bradley Barcola is someone that I would love to have at Liverpool Football Club. And for me, as soon as Arsenal called Aston Villa and Aston Villa asked for 130 million for Morgan Rogers, we should have made a bid for Barcola straight away. Now, I know people will say Bradley Barcola is at the World Cup and he's focused at the World Cup and all that stuff. I hear that. I agree. However, now with Yan Diomande choosing PSG and the possibility of Akliouche going to PSG as well, Bradley Barcola almost becomes the sixth choice winger at PSG. Now, obviously, it's not speculative or something crazy to say that Bradley Barcola does not want to be the sixth choice winger at the football club. So he comes and becomes the starter. We're a Champions League club. We're a club that competes for the trophies. Hopefully, I hope at least that we can compete for the trophies. And we just have to get we have to get these transfers going now. Chouameni once, might leave Real Madrid. Why don't we go make an offer instead of just waiting for Man United to sign him? Chouameni is exactly what the doctor ordered for us. He would come and slot like this into the midfield at Liverpool. We need the right back. Jed Spence, Pedro Porro, whoever you want from Spurs. We could get them with these. They're buying players, meaning that they have the capacity to sell now. They probably might need to sell, a Porro or a Spence. We need a backup centre back. We need another centre back because Joe Gomez is injury prone, because Virgil van Dijk is 35 and you can't rely on him to play every single game, I'm okay with Tsimikas and Kirkes at left back. Like, I'm not going to ask too much of the club. But I think we need a backup centre back. I think we need a midfielder. I think we need two wingers possibly, and even a backup striker. You could make the argument. And this is exactly the reason why I would keep Cody Gakpo, because me personally, I think Cody Gakpo is a player that we could use, obviously, up top. If we're playing Coventry at home and Cody Gakpo is the striker, I'm not going to complain about it. I think he's in the words of Judge Mo, he's a serviceable Premier League player. He's not amazing and he's not crap at the same time. But for me, like me showing the squad now on the whole tactical board thing, me showing you guys the squad, bro, we are in trouble if we don't get the transfers going. Like, we need to, at some point in time, start to get the transfers going. And not every transfer we want is at the World Cup. I'll give you guys an example. Let's say we wait until the World Cup ends and then go sign Achimpong at centre back. The question immediately becomes, what's the point of waiting? Achimpong is not at the World Cup. He's not in any World Cup team. If your whole logic was signing Achimpong, then why did you wait? Why did you wait till after the World Cup? If are we just gonna sign World Cup caliber players? Like, is that it? Maybe we're waiting for Morocco to get eliminated to sign Ayoub Bouaddi, which I would absolutely take. I think he's a Gravenberg that can pass. I think he's a very talented player, obviously. Very young, but has the potential to be one of the best in the world. maybe signing Boaddi, I think would be a great idea. Maybe we're waiting for him. So it depends on who are we waiting for. The thing is, we are in the darkness right now. We don't know what the situation is with Bradley Barcola. Some reports are saying he prefers Arsenal over us. Some reports are saying these are fake. Some people, like, whatever it is, people are saying there is no final decision made. Morgan Rogers was another player, by the way, Liverpool liked, but 130 million. We're not going to pay 130 million for Morgan Rogers. I think that's too much money. So there are so many questions, but we need to start answering those questions. And I feel like Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, like, obviously they were brought back because they're good planners and they know what they're doing and all that stuff. But we're now at a stage where it's like, okay, like, what are we actually doing here? And we need to get things going. We need to get the ball rolling. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Liverpool Football Club. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out our sponsor. Follow me on Instagram and add me on the Snapchat. Love you all. Peace out.